Hi, folks.
Hi, Bill.
Hey.
How are ya?
Man,
When are you gonna get our village trivia team?
I wanted to ask you that tonight. Have you been there yet?
No.
No.
Billy, we're gonna get a village trivia team together, so we can whoop some people.
Oh, have fun.
I'm not good at trivia, but
Me either.
you're not, he is.
I will mop the floor with all of you.
You're good at trivia?
I'm Regina Ganley's son. Yes.
Okay. Well, does Regina want to be on the team?
Regina would love it. And then she'd go into it. And
Keep me close to that.
Oh, I will, because you'll be good at it.
You're so blonde.
Absolutely.
Shall I move down a little, Willard? Coming back? I should have turned on the heat. Let's make it quick.
Okay, gonna bring this down now.
Oh, hang on, I don't want to read this resolution tonight. You want to do it?
All right, which one?
The CRPS one?
Who's gonna read the other?
Oh, is it water?
The proclamation.
the
I'll do the resolution, I don't want to do the proclamation.
All right, that's fine. I'll do that.
Yep.
We live, William? Here we go.
Saturday night.
All right, good evening, Bill. Welcome to the October 18th, 2022 Village Board Meeting. If you please rise for the pledge. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Okay, everybody's here except Linda today. And I motion we approve the minutes. Oh, I can't do that.
I'll make a motion that we
somebody-
approve the minutes with one correction. And you didn't think I read these. On the second page, third paragraph from the bottom, where it says trustee Muller made a motion to authorize Joe Burns. It just, we have to correct the address. It says property located at 161 Main. It should say 157 Main.
Okay.
So if we could just correct that, I make the motion we accept.
Second that?
Yes.
All right. All right.
Do we have to accept the no attendance bid opening?
Yep, that's part of it too. Which I suppose I can do that because that was at 2 o'clock. So there was a bid opening on October 13th at 2 o'clock. Joe Burns and Sue King were present, and that was regarding the Village Hall roof. There was no attendance and no bids placed. Bid opening was closed at 2:20 p.m., so we will be putting that out again for bid.
You're making a motion to accept that?
Yes.
I'll second that.
Yeah.
I guess. Let's do the proclamation now, Nancy. I see Sam is here with us tonight. If you'd like to, Samantha, come on up and you can tell us. This is our second time doing this, and go ahead. The mic's yours.
Okay, so CRPS is an incurable chronic condition that causes burning pain and other unpleasant symptoms. For me, the intense pain started in my left knee at age 12 because I fell and dislocated my knee. I then had surgery at age 14 to try to figure out why I was in so much pain. That surgery caused nerve damage and made the CRPS 100% worse. I've now been suffering with this pain for 21 years. CRPS, or complex regional pain syndrome, is believed to be caused by damage to or the malfunction of the peripheral and central nervous systems. The central nervous system is composed composed of the brain and spinal cord. The peripheral nervous system involves the nerve signaling from the brain and spinal cord to the rest of the body. CRPS has two types. Individuals without a nerve injury have CRPS type 1. CRPS type 2 is when there is an associated confirmed nerve injury. I have type 2. The treatment is similar for both. CRPS can vary in severity and duration, but in the most severe cases, it is uncurable and causes permanent disability, like in my case. CRPS is most common in women, but can occur in anyone at any age, with a peak age at 40. CRPS is rare in the elderly. Very few children under 10 and almost none under 5 are affected. The key symptom to CRPS is prolonged severe pain that is constant. The pain is mostly burning, can sometimes feel like pins and needles, or like someone is squeezing the affected area. The pain may spread to the entire leg, to the opposite leg, or even the entire body. There's often increased sensitivity to the affected area, known as allodynia, in which very light touch is extremely painful. People with CRPS also experience changes in skin temperature, skin color, and swelling of the affected limb. You can help me and others with CRPS by wearing orange on Monday, November 7th for Color the World Orange Day for CRPS awareness. And I just wanted to say thank you to you, Mayor Moose, for doing this for the second year in a row.
Our pleasure, absolutely. And did you have
You got it?
the official one? Oh, all right, go ahead and read that, Nancy. I'll
Okay.
grab you. You got it?
So the village would like to issue a proclamation. I'll read it, and then they will have something for you. Whereas complex regional pain syndrome, CRPS, also known as reflex sympathetic dystrophy, RSD, is a nerve disorder that causes chronic pain. Whereas the symptoms of CRPS, RSD, are often described as burning that is out of proportion to the severity of the initial injury and can include swelling and extreme sensitivity to touch. Whereas, while CRPS, RSD was first identified during the U.S. Civil War, it remains a poorly understood condition. There is no cure. Whereas the National Institute of Neurological Disorders and Stroke and other institutes of the National Institutes of Health support research relating to CRPS, RSD. Whereas on November 7th, 2022, members of the CPRS-RSD community will celebrate the 9th annual Color the World Orange Day to spread awareness of this pain disorder. Now, therefore, William J. Mizuraka, Mayor of the Village of Ravena, does proclaim November 7th, 2022, Color the World Orange Day in the Village of Ravena, and encourages other municipalities to help spread awareness of this condition that too few people know about or understand, dated this 18th day of October, 2022.
Thank you. And I'm nursing I just got my voice back, so that's why I had Nancy read it, because it's just a little too much. But I do have this proclamation I'd like to give to you, and you can keep that. And it's a copy of what we just read. Come on up. There you are. It's good to see you. I hope you're feeling okay.
Yeah, thanks.
You're welcome. Yep, and we will be, we'll be lighting our sign up orange for that day too. We got for the whole month.
And maybe the fire department can light up their electronic sign out front orange for that day, if you could pass that info on. We will do that. Thank you.
All right.
The good month for orange.
Yeah.
Okay. Joe, you've got a resolution number 9, since this was your little baby.
Yeah.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank
you.
Oh, you know
Yes.
what? Before you guys go, I'm just gonna throw this out there. It's not on the agenda, but we are in active talks with the town and the state to get that intersection up on 9W straightened out with crosswalks and sidewalks and stuff like that. So I know you'd be interested in hearing that, and that ball's rolling.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Bye.
All righty. We good?
Go for it, Joe.
All right, resolution number 9-2022, resolution to adopting the Village of Ravena's drinking water source protection plan. Whereas in 2021, the Village of Ravena applied for and was awarded a technical support from the New York State Drinking Water Source Protection Program, DWSP2, for the purposes of developing a plan to protect the quality of the Village of Ravena's public water supply. And whereas local stakeholders work closely with the New York State-funded technical team of water resource engineers, scientists, hydrologists, and planners to develop a DWSP2 plan tailored to the local conditions and priorities. And whereas a draft DWSP2 plan was reviewed by local officials at a public session on July 26, 2022, and whereas the adoption of the DWSP2 plan was considered under seeker, classified as a Type 2 action per Section 617.5 C27, conducting concurrent environmental engineering, economic feasibility, and other studies and preliminary planning, budgetary process, agency to commence, engage in, or approve such action, and as such is a subject to no further environmental review, I now therefore be it resolved that the Village of Ravena adopts the DWSP2 plan.
I'll second that.
Yes.
Approved. Resolution number 9-2022 on the 18th day of October 2023.
I was going to say.
2022.
There's, yeah.
I'm ahead of myself, getting ahead of myself.
All right, well, because I get confused.
I get the 23rd, the walk is on my mind there.
Yes.
It's October 21st, so that's that.
Thank you, Joe.
You got it.
Okay. So I see we've had some pretty good luck with the Scarecrow contest. Some people are participating, and I'm sure now, we're getting a little bit closer to that holiday, so you will see some more popping around, but it's not too late. It goes to the end of the month, and we'll be out checking them out, and it's a good chance to win a prize, so please feel free. Henry, you want to update us on Faith Plaza?
Faith Plaza is going very well. A couple weeks ago, we had EFC down. They did an inspection. They were very, very impressed with the progress that we were making at the location. We have all the head walls in, and we started to open up the area with the stream channel right now. We're 9 days into that, so we're moving along. I planned 25 days. I think we'll be done a little bit sooner with that. I want to thank Town of Queens and New Baltimore Highway Departments. They've been helping the last 2 weeks with the hauling the dirt out of there. I want to thank some of the residents that have been taking some of this fill because it's helped us out tremendously. Like I said, we probably got about a week more of hauling out of there. A few more people have asked. We have been going a little bit, we've been going out of the district and everything else because pretty much everybody in the village that wanted it has already been filled up and don't need any more fill. So, but the project's going very well. I think we're ahead of schedule, and I think we'll be even under budget with this project again too. So, it's going very well.
Excellent.
Just with the water project, we are complete. I believe we signed off with Evergreen. So far, everything's been good. There is one touch-up that we have to go fix, or two touch-ups, I'm sorry, on Western Ave. We got 2 spots that we got to touch up, just a little bit of blacktop that settled out a little bit. It's not really worth Evergreen coming back to do those, couple shovelfuls of blacktop. So I'm going out blacktopping in a couple weeks in a couple spots, so we're just gonna hit that. And there was one spot with topsoil, so. But besides that, Evergreen is complete now. The saddling tank's up to the water plant. We're looking at that. I believe we're gonna hold off till springtime for the new bid to see where the costs go, because it's way up there right now, so. And then we'll go from there with the EFC and the engineers with that.
I have two questions. When does the leaf vacuum go out?
Leaf vac is, last day, well, not the last day. We're going out with the small truck Friday. Then the box will be going on for the leaf vac Friday. So either Friday or Monday. And Monday, definitely. Friday, we're hoping to start jumping onto that. We just started getting phone calls this week. All the leaves just started dropping really pretty much this week.
So we can go ahead and advertise that
You
next
can
week?
advertise that, yep. What was the second one?
Oh, can you tell us about hydrant flushing?
Hydrant flushing, oh, yes, good thing. We did have, we were gonna plan on hydrant flushing at midnight tonight. That has been canceled. We're not gonna be doing it tonight. Just because we do have a couple minor water breaks, service lines that we're afraid that may affect. Today, when we were investigating it, we thought it was a main, so we didn't want to affect that. So we believe it's just a service line. And also, they're going to be working on the PRV pits tomorrow. So I didn't want to do a double whammy onto the system itself and then create more issues for ourselves. So I spoke to Jason. Probably what we're going to do, instead of flushing every hydrant, go around and doing end of the lines, doing one hydrant on each street to at least draw out what we have to and go from there. So we're hoping probably next week we're going to do that, and we'll let the public know when we're doing that.
So you won't
We'll
be
give a
flushing-
couple days.
you
We're
won't
not
be
flushing
all
tonight,
hydrants.
no.
Okay, so possibly next week.
Yep. That's it.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Anne Marie. All right. Planning Zoning Board of Appeals on 10/24, 7 o'clock, will be having a public hearing for a use variance for a fence on Pinecrest. And Nancy, you got some bills to pay?
Yes. I make a motion that we pay the audited bills for abstract 5-2-22, voucher numbers 5-30 through 5-83, in the amount of $282,610.44.
Second?
Yes.
All right.
Nope, time's up.
What do you got, Columbo?
We have a lot of streetlights out. And we're having some issues going on in the village. If any village residents see a streetlight out, either one, contact us or contact Central Hudson direct. I know a couple of village residents have already contacted Central Hudson, and they still haven't come up and taken care of it yet. I will be going out maybe this weekend. I'm going to take a ride around, because what I have to do to get them is go at nighttime, find out the locations, and then go back the next day during daylight to get the pole numbers. So it's going to take a couple days to get it. I know there's about 20 streetlights out right now throughout the village, yeah. A lot of them, and there's 2 of them that are LEDs that are out. So the newer ones are even out right now, so. But any village residents, if you see one, want to report it, tell us. That's fine, but I'm going out, like I said, probably this weekend to take a look at it. They can also call Central Hudson and say, hey, and especially maybe announce it to them that we're having some issues in the village going on, that we need these streetlights.
They can go right to the Central Hudson website as well, and
And
there's a
report it,
little
yep.
icon thing that says report a street light out. Just click on that and it'll just ask you for some basic information. So do that as well, and even report it, and we'll get like some double reporting going.
I'm going to try to get, I know we have one resident said, do we have a liaison? We don't have a liaison for Central Hudson. I'm going to try to work on getting a better contact, because there's always overturn with people. So, same thing with state DOT. I'm constantly working with somebody new, so it's not really a liaison. I'm just working with the next closest guy, and It's just overturned with people, so it's hard. So we have no liaison with Central Hudson.
You know, Henry, while I'm thinking about it, they owe us a couple trees.
Yes.
So now, because we have to replace that one for the Bullis family in the
Yep.
park. We're gonna do that before winter, right?
I'm gonna try to get those trees and the pine trees that we usually do.
Yeah.
I'm gonna, probably like the first or second week in November, get those and start getting those planted. So
Yeah.
we got 2 or 3 at the park that we gotta replace. Maybe 1 here. I gotta talk to Joey about that. And then, the 2 with Central Hudson.
All right, so I'll call the,
Do you have that contact guy?
yeah, I'll have to dig through my phone, but
Okay.
I saved it.
All right.
We'll get a hold of him and make that.
Do we have an idea where we wanted to plant? Did we want them back on Main Street or,
I was thinking probably, once those stumps are out, just maybe 1 there,
okay,
and then use the other one over.
over Park, okay. And just to let you guys know, one thing, also the church asked, we had one of those, trees that, with all the trees that we took down on Main Street, I forgot the name of them. The emerald ash borer. Well, I got the tree at the church. That was the only one that was left that was in good shape. Well, it's not in good shape right now. So church asked us, next time we're out doing stuff, I just want to let you know, we'll probably cut that one down also at the church. I know they cut a couple other ones down, but those are not the one that we're going to cut the other tree down for the church, probably the next month or so too. Because that's the last one, I believe, on Main Street. That's the ash borer or ash tree.
Do we know how long NIMO's leaving those, well, one hole uncovered now? I know they put in a service line on Main Street. Both holes were uncovered for a long time. One hole is now covered temporary, the other one still isn't.
Yeah, there was a little bit of confusion, same thing. National Grid overturned the people. They didn't know that it was a state highway, so they're waiting for the state highway permit to be able to go across the road. So they had started it. They thought it was, being in Ravena, thought it was just a regular road, which, we sign off onto it all the time. It was a state road. So I worked it out with NIMO. They're hoping to push that along to get that buttoned up before winter, so.
I was hoping before Halloween.
Yeah. Well, if they don't, maybe I'll talk to them and see if they can definitely make sure they're covered up
They
good.
put a cover on one.
If not, we can always throw a plate on them too,
Yeah.
for that night, just to protect the people. Especially right alongside the sidewalk.
All right. Go down the line. Caitlin, you got anything tonight?
Nope,
All good?
all good.
Joe Ganley?
We're all good. That resolution's got me tongue-tied.
I figured that'd knock the wind out of your sails. All right. You'll sleep good tonight.
Hopefully.
Nancy, what do you got?
Just 2 little things.
Sure, she does.
Kind of on the heels of Henry. There are some issues going on in the village with some thievery. So I just want to remind people, please, 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 keep your eyes open. If you see something that looks suspicious
Say
or out of place, please just call the police. I think I can speak for the fact that they're not going to care if they come and it turns out to be nothing. I think they would rather have that be the issue than not receive a phone call and have it turn into something that they wish they had more information on. So please just keep your eyes open and call 911. They'll send either a Queens police or a sheriff. I guess welcome to St. Catherine's Center for Children, which they opened a satellite office at 130 Main Street. They had a ribbon cutting yesterday. I think we're happy to have them here. It's a prevention program with services that are going to focus on Ravena, Queens, Selkirk, Bern, and the Faribault towns outside of the city of Albany. So they're bringing their services down into our community. It's going to be such things as case management, case planning, clinical assessments, youth development, family evaluations, anything to try and keep families together where there may be problems. They also have. They support at-risk families. They have in-home and in-office visit appointments, walk-ins, individuals, families. But if you see them at 130 Main, they're here to help us all. So welcome them when you happen to walk by their office. I'm not sure what all their hours are going to be, but they're going to have 3 people, I believe, that are going to be dedicated to this area. So welcome to them.
Huge.
Yeah.
This is a huge service down here. If you're struggling financially, if you're struggling with mental health issues, if you're struggling with, heating or electric, if you're struggling with, providing food for your family, this is going to be a one-stop shop that is very accessible to the people in the town of Clemens and the village of Ravena.
You know what I didn't ask? Is there an age limit on, say, they work with children? Is there a max?
No, this is families, so it's.
Okay, so it's any age? Okay.
That was my first job at St. Catherine's.
That's a
It's
good thing
really
to
good,
know.
really good agency.
That's good. Yeah, they got a good reputation.
Yes. That's it.
Chris, what do you have, something to announce, right?
The VFW Auxiliary is hosting the breast cancer walk on Sunday. It will start around noontime. We'll have a couple small vendors with just some sweets and coffee and things like that. The donations will go to help one of our local members and friend Darlene Mergendahl. If you want to make a donation, we'll take cash that day, or you can make a check out to the auxiliary. So it's going to be good weather. We're hoping to see people come out. It's a good cause.
And it starts here?
Starts right here at the Village Hall.
And where are we going?
We're going to do there's a mile walk. We'll start here, go down Winnie, around the post and back. That's a mile. And a shorter walk that will just be around the front of the building for people who are not capable of the long walk.
All right,
So,
cool.
okay.
Joe, be there with your pink.
I will be there
Best
with
dressed
bells
man
on.
last year.
Make sure you come get coffee.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay. I guess that's it. I would, motion we adjourn.
Second.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you. Have a good night.